2 to this episode. Just saw Iman with a whole nother female that's not even Shayla, that's not even Delicia. And that girl said, I don't care what you do to them. Just be good to me. She said, I do not want to sit around and hear you talk about these females. He didn't say them by name. He just talked about them. That's what I'm saying. Men are bold. The fact that you're going to talk about 2 women around a woman that you are messing around with, that you laying in the bed next to, talking about 2 different women, is crazy to me. Now, mind you, I'm all for honesty. I am. But realistically, I don't even care if that woman is your friend or not. She really don't want to hear about these other women. Unless you're asking for advice. If you're asking me for advice, that is one thing. But if I'm sleeping with you, I don't want to hear about these other chicks. I don't care. It's about you and I, not about you, me, and them. You, me, and she. Yeah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. But, Delicia, just go ahead on and move on with King. Like I said, one thing about basketball players, there's going to always be chicks that's going to walk up. Because here's the way I look at stuff like that. There's 2 ways to look at it. Either he is messing around with that girl, or he was messing around with that girl, probably just recently cut her off, and she mad about it. So, that can happen. So, it's kind of hard with dating, because dating is just pretty much sex. Courting is this person want to get to know you, and the whole goal is marriage. But it just really all depends. But Delicia talking to Anthony about Shayla and his feelings for Shayla and the perfume situation. I don't know why he just didn't tell Amber, look, I was out there with Ben at Abigail's house and I ran into Delicia. And Delicia gave me a hug and that was her perfume. That should have been it. Amber, you falsely accused Shayla of hugging Anthony. You know Shayla perfume. You know that's not her perfume. You've been around that girl long enough to know what her perfume smell like. That is not Shayla's perfume. All you had to do was say, look, Shayla, was you around Anthony the other day? She like, no. She like, because Anthony came home smelling like perfume. That's all you had to say. If you're not over it, why are you still married to this man? Why are you still married to him? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Then you got Lauren that's messing with the lawyer and his client. You don't even know that man's abusive. Girl, that man is about to seriously hurt you. Wait till both of them find out. Same girl. Dun, 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 dun. So you gave him his client's money. 2 + 2 = 4. 3 + 3 = 6. Got it. Lord, these people don't know how to add, multiply, divide, or subtract to save their life. Algebra. Bruh, this woman is sucking the life out of you like a godforsaken vampire. And you keep on allowing her to suck the life out of you. She lied to you. You saw her with the woman that claimed to be her doctor, her therapist, whatever she is. 2 + 2 = 4. If that girl got $40,000 and you ain't heard nothing from her, 2 + 2 = 4. In the immortal words of August Alsina, you a sucker. Right, you a sucker. She sucked the life out of you because you a sucker. You're a sucker, homeboy. Now, as for the fact that Amber went off on Shayla, girl, you're going to have to apologize to that woman. Because that was not who he was hugging. Like I said, men always claim they don't want certain things when it comes to the women they marry. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They want the best of both worlds. They want multiple women. And that's just what they want. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Ain't nothing but life for free. Da 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 da. I need money. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. So back to the Shawna situation. You should have bought her out when you had a chance to. That girl is ruining your business. I'm with Wayne. I wouldn't put my name on it either. This is what, third time he helped y'all out. First of all, why didn't you had him there when the grand opening? The issue is not the location. The issue ain't the food. The issue is Shawna. I want to lick you from your head to your toes. I want to move to the bed, down to the floor. I want to, I make it so good. I don't want to leave it. I want to know what your fantasy. It's Shawna. Shawna is the problem. Shawna does not want to change. Shawna does not want anything to change. And she gonna continue to do what she wants to. You are messing with somebody that don't want to change. Why didn't you just buy Kelvin's restaurant? You should have just bought Kelvin's restaurant. That's all you had to do was buy his restaurant. You were owner in that. Why didn't you just go over there instead of going to this woman? Wayne, you and Rolanda dodged a bullet. You dodged a bullet. Anthony, let me tell you why you did this. You did this because you knew it was a failing business. You self-sabotaged this woman every chance you get. You self-sabotaged her by making her sell the club. The only reason you did this because you didn't give her a successful business. No, because you don't want her to thrive. You don't want her to grow. You don't want her to evolve. You don't want her to elevate. And you certainly don't want her to mature. No, you don't want that. What you want, Sam I am, you want her to not be able to serve green eggs and ham. Bruh, you want this woman to fail so bad. You want this woman to be Shayla. You want her to stay home, give you sex when you want it. Keep her at home while you out here talking to other women like Delicia and like the woman at the gym. Please stop playing my face at this point. This is what y'all do. You want to keep that woman at the house so you can do whatever you want to and she don't know nothing about it. And then when that woman come knocking on the door telling your wife that she slept with you, now she's a liar, now she's all this other stuff. Okay. All it is you knew that this was going to be a problem. You deliberately did this because you wanted to fail. Because when she came to you about Danielle's sister helping her out, the look on your face, instead of saying congratulations, the reason that you do not want her to get out of this business is because you know if she at home, it gives her time to get into stuff. You don't want her to go back to school and educate herself. You don't want her to build a business. You didn't want her to get a house before any of this happened. No, you want her to be like Shayla. You want her to be Shayla. Then you should have never left Shayla in the first place. Amber, you are wasting time. And now he's using God against you. When men start using God against you that committed infidelity, that have not become believers, that have not got baptized and have not changed their life, leave them where they at. Leave them where they at. Girl, he is sabotaging you. He don't want you to win. He knew from day one this was not going to work. He knew it. He wants you to quit. But because he put so much more money into it, until he gets his investment back, that's when he gonna want you to quit. So no, he wants it. He wants it to fail, but he want to get his investment back first. When he told Ben he wasn't gonna have nothing to do with it, that right there told me he knew it wasn't gonna work. You just did it to appease her. Stop playing with face, Anthony. Anthony, you a straight up down jerk. I hope that dude do help her. I hope whoever this man is, I hope he does help her. And I really hope Brittany's daddy help her. Because I got a feeling Brittany coming back very soon. I hope she do. Because we need her back.